was so surprised by the program.
It was a big eye-opener in a lot of cases.
There's just so much that you learn about a community you think you know a lot about, but you really don't.
Throughout this Leadership 21 experience, you get to meet so many different types of people and get involved in so many different types of activities, and the more open your mind is, the greater experience you're going to have.
The first class, I was surprised, I think, at how much I learned that I didn't already know, and I've grown up in Butler County my whole life.
There was a camaraderie that was built among the group.
I've gotten the opportunity to meet people that I otherwise wouldn't have had the opportunity to meet. And they come from various different backgrounds and different fields, and so it's just been interesting to get to know them.
I think the most valuable session for me was the Camp Joy experience.
I was kind of not necessarily looking forward to spending 2 days with people I didn't really know.
You know, I do have memories, a lot of great memories, and one particular, but you know, it's kind of like Las Vegas. What goes on at Camp Joy stays at Camp Joy, so I can't talk about it.
One of the things that I remember at Camp Joy was we had an activity where we had to trust others and we had to fall backwards.
At Camp Joy, you kind of realize, what areas you're strong at and what areas you need help in.
It's not just necessarily learning about everyone else in the group, but you learn a lot about yourself and you kind of push yourself to some limits that you didn't think you were capable of.
I have a terrible fear of heights. I hate it. And we're asked to climb up a ladder and do a trust fall off the ladder. And I was very nervous. We barely knew each other at this point, and to have everyone around you just rooting you on and encouraging you and being that strength when you're weak, it was just this moment where I was like, this is what leadership is that everyone around you is a leader in their own regard, and when you are not strong, they come in with their strength and they fill that gap. It was pretty cool.
I enjoy being up high. I like the nice challenge of the ropes course, and it didn't seem too threatening. There was lots of safety nets there, and I'm one of those people that is willing to take a risk, but I have to do a thorough examination of all of the pros and the cons.
I realized as soon as we started our adventure here that we were put in a situation, an environment where our barriers could be broken down and we could open up, and there was a level of trust among us.
Helping people with their fears, getting people acclimated to doing something completely different. It was just a wonderful time.
Well, it was also a rainy kind of weekend, so we also, learned how much fun it is to take a mediocre warm shower in a little cabin.
Everyone we met along the way in all of the different sessions had wonderful, great passion for what they do. And I think that was very inspiring.
One of my favorite sessions was over at the VOA Museum, and we talked about leadership and diversity, and Entelechy Kendall Wright led that, and it was a great reminder to hear about all of the different things that are encompassed in diversity.
The session I particularly liked was the one on the schools. We were at Lakota schools and at Butler Tech, and I just, being a parent of children that have gone through the Lakota schools, I thought it was great to go through the back door and see how incredibly involved it is to educate the number of children that they do. And at Butler Tech, just to see the facility.
Well, I'd have to say one of the funniest things I think happened when we were at Leadership 21 was we went to Butler Tech and we were talking to the kids in the technology classroom. And one of my classmates, Roger, made reference to Napster, and the kids had absolutely no idea what he was talking about. So they were kind of like a deer in the headlights, and we quickly realized that I guess Napster is a little older than we thought.
I shot a gun.
I was lucky enough to shoot those little things that they're not bullets, they're more like air things. They're kind of like a wadded up towel almost, but they're hard, they hurt. And I got to shoot one at one of the dummies, and he told me to aim at the chest because that was the biggest area, and I thought it was farther south that would be like more of an area to hit. So I, not completely on purpose, but I guess a little bit on purpose, hit it right in the man region. And the police officer said he thought I got it, so thought he was down.
If I was to tell someone about the Leadership 21 program, I would tell them that it's a great opportunity to learn more about the community in which you live and work, and also a great opportunity to meet other leaders in the area.
The most important thing about Leadership 21, I'd say, first of all, were the great memories. Second, the lasting community connections. And then thirdly, really, you make a lot of friends.
It's made a difference because now I can see where there's a strong leadership and then there's like that quiet leadership. And that's something that I've definitely learned to do.
It's nice to know that there's other people that are in the same situation. Everybody has their own battles.
There's a group of people that share the same issues that I have, and we can support each other. We can encourage each other. And I feel like I've made some good friends that if I have business problems, even personal problems, I have someone to contact.
Very seldom do I walk into any public situation now where there isn't someone from our class that's there. So it was a nice introduction to many of the leaders that are in the community.
It's a program that allows you to get to know yourself, your strengths, your weaknesses, and how to work with those in order to be a better leader for other people.
It changed my ability to be a leader. It changed my confidence in being a leader. And now I know and recognize that I don't have to have a title. I don't have to be in a specific position to be a leader in my community, to be a leader in my organization.
I had personal development and learning what my strengths were and, being able to leverage those in the future.
Leadership 21 is an opportunity to get to know yourself and to get to know your community.
I think moving forward, I'll use the relationships that I built through the program.
The program is exactly what I thought it would be and more.
You need to make the time. It's a great, great program.